What did you feel like to know it was a Dublin-Kerry All-Ireland final? There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, big time. And I know my first All-Ireland final was in 2011, and sort of as a kid, that's the sort of, you obviously want to be at the final, but when you hear it's Kerry, you sort of get that bit of excitement. But now look, Kerry, ourselves and Kerry have some amazing battles over the last couple of years, and it's just, I think as a spectacle it's going to be a very good game. I think both teams are sort of where they obviously set their stall out and wanted to be in this position, so now it's just sort of the hard part is the way to the game, but then again that's all part of it, the build up to an All-Ireland final. It's special, and both teams are in a privileged position, so it's just really looking forward to it now.
Yeah, it's two teams that are well matched and they play a similar style of play as well.
Yeah, and look, obviously there's going to be tactical stuff and that they're going to show us, and vice versa. So I think both teams will be excited to face each other, because playing two Ulster teams, their style of play is slightly different to ourselves and Kerry, but that's a different challenge. So it'll be a game of chess, but hopefully we come out on top, but we don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've so many threats all over the pitch. I suppose one in particular is David Clifford. How are you going to look after him on the day?
Yeah, look, David Clifford, he's probably the most informed player in the country, and he's an amazing player, one of the best forwards to ever play. So and even watching him the other day, like 9 points is not a bad day at the office. So
and Chris McKay did a good job.
He did, yeah. He didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He was on his boot every time. But look, again, like David Clifford, he's takes a lot of attention, but there's other forwards like Darren Moynihan, Adrian Spillane, Paul Gainey, Sean O'Shea, all them up there. They're sort of, you can't just focus on one player, but obviously David Clifford, he's in sort of potentially a league of his own in terms of scoring, but then we don't have some bad forwards either, so it should be a good day for both teams. Look, that's what Dublin has prided themselves over the last couple of years, on having a strong bench and having that bit of experience, whether the lads don't get any minutes or that are sitting on the bench not knowing if they're going to get on or not. It's not just the 20 lads to get on, it's the 26, and on a match day some people can get caught up in the occasion, but having the experience there on the bench, to whether they're on the pitch or not, to calm the lads down and stuff like that is going to be a big part. And we've been here before, and so have Kerry. Like, they've Stephen O'Brien the last day coming off the bench, and Tony Brosnan, so all well and good, we have a bit of experience, but so do they. So I think the bench obviously in any game plays a huge part, but in a final when the occasion is so big and stuff like that the bench coming on, being ready to come on and do a job is going to be extremely important.
There were so many questions asked if Stephen Cluxton coming back was the right or wrong move. You're in an All-Ireland final now. Was it the right move?
Yeah, and look, I've had the privilege to play with him and watch him growing up. He made his debut when I was 4, so I've watched him growing up, and then having the opportunity to play with him. And then when he left, obviously there was a gap there. But the two lads, and Evan Comfort and Dave O'Hanlon, they haven't put a foot wrong all year. But Stephen come back in, just what he brings on the pitch and off the pitch is massive for us. And it's just having him back and then get to play with someone that you look up to is obviously a great honour, and to be in that position, to have him back in goal, it's amazing.
And for you personally, on your journey with this Dublin team, from making your debut to now, have you enjoyed it all?
I have, yeah, and it really is. I know it's cliche, but it really is a dream come true, because, like, as I said, like, when my mum and dad brought me down to the Ogre in Raheny at 4 or 5 years of age, like, it's something that you do pride yourself and really want to aspire to go out on the big day in an All-Ireland final. And thankfully I've had some successful days in Croke Park in finals, and in recent years unfortunately didn't come out on the right side of the result, but yeah, look, it's where we want to be. And as I said, as a kid growing up, this is where you dream of being, and thankfully in 2 weeks we get the honour to go out and put on a Dublin jersey and represent them in the All-Ireland final. Yeah,
as you said, you've been there on the good days and the bad days, you know, that massive success there, and then over the last maybe 2 years or so we haven't seen as much, but you've learned a lot, I'm sure, from both winning and losing.
Big time, yeah, and as you say, like, you probably learn more from a loss than a victory, because it can be overshadowed if you're winning all the time. But yeah, the last 2 years have been huge. learning curves for us, and it's a journey that we started back in 21 when Mayo beat us in the semi-final. So this is where we wanted to be, and we aspire to be back here, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves, and we just we take it as any other game. And I know they'll be the same in their dressing room, just another game of football, and when you're on the pitch, and hopefully I get the honour to represent Dublin and play, but when you're out on the pitch, it really is just another game of football, and 15 on 15 plus the 5 subs is what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. So you do take it just another game of football, but obviously there's a bit of the 82,000 in the sold out stadium is a bit different, but then again it is just another game.
Is there an expectation of Dublin to be in All-Ireland finals? Like, do you ever feel a pressure to be back there?
No, look, and that's credit to the lads that have come before us that have put the jersey in a good place in terms of that's what's expected, that Dublin are one of the best teams in the country, and like from back 2011 when they won it, and then it was sort of like that's where it kind of catapulted back into success. So look, we back ourselves, and we go out every day to try to put on the best performance we can, and some days it works out, some days it doesn't, but thankfully this year we've put ourselves in the position now to where we want to be. So it's just literally going out and trying to sort of put on, as I said, show the best performance of ourselves, and then when we go out onto the pitch, then it's just about delivering.
So it's exciting now for your family, friends, and for your club as well?
Oh, big time, yeah, and they, it's sort of, you're trying not to get worked up into the excitement, and with them, but they're my biggest fans. They've been there since I was 4 or 5 years of age. So yeah, it's all exciting times, and you're trying to just contain the excitement for the next couple of weeks. So, but it's their proudest punch. So it's all good.
Brilliant, Primal. Thanks for your time. Very best of luck.
Thank you.